Hello, family. Is this thing on? Hold on. Did I go live successfully on YouTube? Is that what's actually happening? Let me see. Monique, if you can hear me, put it on the Bluecentric page and see if the live pops up. Hold on. Let's see. Ola di, ola da. Okay. I'm gonna bring Mo add to the stage. I think I did that correctly. It's so funny going live for the first time. Mo, is the Bluecentric page showing us up on live right now?
We are on live right now.
You see us?
I do.
Shut the front door. Did I figure it out?
You got it, girl. You did it.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
I know. Can I
Shut
share
up. Because I
it?
was about to start just saying stuff like the hell, the aunties done figured it out.
The aunties done got it.
Bitch, we are live.
We are
First of all, I
live.
feel old for being excited about something this basic. If people understood, where's my fan? Oh, if people understood how much of my 90s brain had to be stretched to learn how to do all this new age finagling. Monique had a background just like I did for Love Island, but she decided to forsake us. I'm gonna be honest. Before we get started, can we all just admit? Oh, by the way, hey, the show is back.
Hey.
Okay, let me not scream. 'Cause I just heard a reverb. Should I close the door? Okay. Y'all, I'm shocked that we're live. I just pressed the button and said, Monique, let's see what happens. And we're actually fucking live. Bitch, what? Okay. Anyways, welcome to a live episode of Humanized. Monique, you look so professional. What's happening?
What?
You look so fucking professional. Do you feel like you have more obligation to be professional now that we're live?
No.
Oh, okay. Because with the mic and the slick back, okay, so I'm the Howard Stern and you're the sensible one.
Okay, so
Fine.
the slick back isn't intentional. It was just my hair is wet. So
Oh,
it
it's so
got
hard.
thrown back.
It's so hard having hair.
It's so
I
hard.
will say this. I'm a little Love Island out. Can we, even though I still have the Love Island background, because why not? I'm just tired.
Girl.
I'm very tired. And I hit up Monique last night and said we have to do a Love Island something pre-reunion post Kiki interview. I will say we have to in some way recuse ourselves because um Kiki follows both of us, but is friends with Monique.
Yes.
She's friends with Monique.
My girl.
So Monique is going to be biased on behalf of her people
My
during
girl.
the Kiki segment. No Kiki slander. Well, Kiki slander wouldn't have been allowed anyways. For anybody who wants to, oh, they can give tips like strippers. Oh, this is fun. Somebody drop me $1 so I can see what happened. Okay, we need to stop. This is a serious broadcast.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm a little annoyed having a Love Island background, by the way, because I kind of like. Okay, so first question. Let's be serious.
Yes.
Do you plan to watch the show again next season?
I don't know. I'm kind of like torn 50-50, but I'm leaning not 50-50. I'm going to say like 70-30, leaning more towards no.
Here's the thing. Like, spiritually and socially, I do not feel like I want to watch the show because I don't like how it made me feel. I feel like I was in an abusive relationship with
Yes.
a TV series in
Right.
a way that had like real life impact.
Right.
And though, if something crazy happens, how am I going to make a video explaining it unless I watch it?
That part.
So,
Yeah.
which one is it? Do we have a social responsibility to watch and help the people, or do we just like choose our piece instead? Somebody named Mel just said the hood rats made it toxic. That's all. Okay, what if they come back next season and find a new person?
I know, right?
They can shapeshift.
Right.
I don't know. I think honestly, I don't think I want to watch it. Unless I am like off in Europe summering with my beloved or something, I'm probably gonna end up.
Eh, can we get a new production team in there? Like, can we start there
This was a
maybe?
new production team.
This was?
Yeah, well, no. When Leah said they got new producers, I think she meant for the
It's her show.
yeah, but like I feel like if they yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So let's talk about the interview. Let's get right into the interview, right? Because I do want to talk about other stuff. Oh, before the interview, sorry. I want to send a rest in peace to the family of Malcolm Jamal Warner, not Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I was surprised by how like gutted I felt yesterday.
Yeah.
How did you where were you when you heard the news? Because I found out from Threads. I had taken a social media break in the morning, and the minute I got on Threads, it's the first thing I saw.
I was on Threads as well.
Really?
Yeah.
The way that he passed away is fucking with me.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, he was in Limon, Costa Rica on a family trip by the river and a current pulled him away. And then he was found when his body finally, floated back on shore and they were able to pull him out. He was dead on the scene.
Mhm.
He's only 54.
Mhm.
He is well, sorry, I'm saying in the present tense, that's so rough. He was only 54. He was very vibrant. He was one of those happy, good guys. He actually grew up to be who we thought Theo Huxtable would grow up to be, but better
Right.
because he's real.
Right.
And a part of me found it chilling when I saw our mutual friends crying on my social media page. They're like, yo, I just saw you a couple of
Right.
days ago. Like, what the hell?
Right.
What do you feel like when someone who's not as old as you would like there to be a healthy distance from passes away, and it's a reminder like, "Hey, when you posted that thing last Tuesday, you didn't realize that was gonna be your last thing ever sharing." Like, what are your thoughts around mortality when something like this happens? Because it's fucking with me a little bit.
That we never know when our last day here could be. We never know when our friend's last day here could be. Um, it's we're literally here today, gone tomorrow.
If anything happens to you, is there a drawer you want me to empty out when Richard's not looking?
A drawer? No. Just don't like I just think like just don't post like I saw one of my friends say that today.
Oh, yeah.
Don't post my text messages or anything like that online. Like just say you love me and you
Hello,
wish.
Cynthia, Raina, Mel, Jazz. Just well, here's the thing about that. The lax text messages, is that performative grief?
It's a pick for me. It's a pick me thing. Like it's very like
That's worse than what I was saying, friend. Damn.
yeah. Like in my mind, that's what it is. Because it's like you can say that my friend, I love you. I'm gonna miss you. Like I'm gonna miss our conversations. I'm gonna miss our bond. But to like it's a very like I don't know.
You think it's invasive?
Very in my mind, yes.
I
Yes.
always find it funny when somebody passes away. Not funny, but interesting. When somebody passes away and the person's tribute to them is sharing how much that person who passed away cared about them. You were my biggest fan, yo. You told me I was gonna be the next Beyonce, yo. I can't believe you gone, dog. Who is that for? It's a weird way to flex, but then I remember there are people who taking selfies at funeral homes next to the coffins. You see that video, picture of the girl who was like next to her dead
Mm,
grandfather? I am a little bit nervous about what social media is doing to people. I'm nervous about how dishonest it's making people. I'm nervous about how even something like grief and Malcolm Jamal Warner dying, there were some posts I was like, "Oh, you just want to get your like quota for your
yeah.
monetization today." Like that's actually kind of ick. You know what freaked me out? Did you hear that story about those girls who them and like one of their boyfriends was murdered in like Utah by like a rogue student? It's all over. It was all over the news. It was like these four girls lived in a college house together near campus, and them
Mhm.
and one of their boyfriends was hanging out in the house in Idaho or something, and they were all found murdered the next morning. And they had just taken look it up. Look up Idaho college students murdered, and they had just actually look it up for me. 'Cause I want the name. Like Google it for me real quick. That's the one I looked at. Look at Monique's face. She's like Penelope Cruz. They were talking about how the picture that was taken the day before they were unalived was like the happiest picture that they had ever taken. That morning they woke up and were telling their friends, "We had the best day ever." And that day they had passed away. And a lot of the people who were cared about them were in the documentary. When you go on Amazon, it's a picture of the four blonde girls and their guy friend all happy and smiling, like next to like pictures of like Enemy of State and like reruns of Ghosts and whatnot. And I just thought, like, imagine somebody that you love is brutally unalived.
Yeah.
And now they're a thumbnail next to the upcoming attractions. That freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
That freaks me out. Did you find out their name? Idaho. Wait a minute. Was it Idaho or Utah? For college kids. I'm looking it up right
Yeah,
now.
it's Idaho students. Hold on. It's gonna take me to a YouTube.
They were
This is
all blonde.
yeah, 48
Maddie
hours.
something. One of them was named Maddie because they kept talking about Maddie.
Peter Von Saint report Pluto crime.
Yeah, 4 Idaho college students. The Idaho murders. Who was
Mhm.
Madison Mogan? Madison Mogan is one of the girls. And the picture that they have up is so you guys, there's a capability on live for me to have pictures up, but we just learned how to go live like 10 minutes ago. So that's
Listen,
baby
listen.
steps, right? But no, I actually think it's a little bit sad how true crime becomes like just consumption and we forget that there's real people who passed away. There's so
Right.
many memes that I've seen where the meme is funny until you realize it's like a meme of a woman finding out that her child has been unalived and is screaming at the edge of the road. There was a meme like that that people used to always use of a lady screaming. Until somebody was like, Blue, look up the video for that video. And I was like, oh shit, that's not a funny. Anyways, social media has made things really weird. When I saw Kiki was doing this interview, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about the interview that Kiki did with Shelly and Olandria. What were your first thoughts when you saw that Kiki was going to be covering this? Because people have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, I was excited. But I was excited because I just love Kiki's take on a lot of things.
Right.
It's just hilarious. But I was just excited to see the girls kind of sit down and hear their thoughts on
It
something
was the interview that Huda should have given.
completely.
But look, listen to what I said. This was the interview that Huda should have given. It's not the interview I wanted Shelly and Olandria to give. I
Mhm.
want them to be like, look, somebody hold my wig real quick. Fuck you cool. Fuck like
Right.
they were still so stoic. And here's the thing, I know they have to be. I know they have to be. I get it.
Yeah.
The satisfaction we felt the proverbial we, I'm not saying me
Right.
specifically, but the satisfaction that we felt when Kristen picked up Huda to walk her through the water, whether it was problematic and misogynistic or not,
Mhm.
there was still some people felt like, yeah, finally somebody tells her, look at your eyes. It's not us. We nice people. We so
Yeah,
nice people.
no, yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
some people were really happy when Chris wouldn't carry Huda.
Right.
I was kind of waiting for that moment. And honestly, I had a glimpse of what it's like to be a white person. I wanted to see the two black girls go off for my entertainment. Can we admit? Come on, I'm part of the problem. It's me. As the problem, it's me. I wanted to see Shelly get Haitian, Miami Haitian, like one just 60 seconds of you got me effed up. I'm coming at you with some Haitian. Like it was so
They were very graceful and poised
they
and
are.
mhm.
And I love this.
I
And
love them. Yeah.
why you not cuss that lady? Why am I cussing that lady out more than you are? She didn't
Well,
sit on my man's face.
they haven't it's still they did that interview very early on.
They still had the braids in. That's how we know.
Still had the braids in.
Had the braids in.
They haven't seen any of the episodes.
I hated when they said, "All right, let's get into the interview." I did take notes on what they saw. The first thing that
I
pissed me
did
off is
too.
why the hell? Look at us taking notes. We so official, friend. Why the hell did you do an interview without binge watching? So let me get this straight. Nicolandria is binge watching Nicolandria edits and reading nasty comments, but not watching the damn show. You know
Yeah.
what? It might be PTSD.
I think it's a little bit of that, and it's probably a little bit of like I need like to decompress a little bit
Yeah.
and just woosah maybe before I can turn around and watch what's really happening. That's my thought.
But then I think about it, like when you post a story and you got all the edits right, and you watch it like 20 times, like you didn't make the post. We all do that. You ever have like a story or a reel that you got like, oh, I nailed this, and so you just keep watching it like, still funny. There it goes again. Like I can't imagine doing 30 some episodes of psychological warfare and being like, I'm not gonna watch it yet. Something about that I don't relate to. Someone said in the comments it makes them love them even more. I will say this: um, whoever raised them correctly.
Mhm.
Shout out to their mothers and their fathers, whoever had a hand in raising those young ladies. Their
Absolutely.
emotional intelligence for their age is through the roof.
Man,
I am
man.
still, though, very disappointed it wasn't messier. And here's the thing, I didn't want it to be messier for the sake of mess. I want it to be a calculated, sternly worded, direct piece of communication and clarity.
Mhm.
Like, had she said, "Hey, I don't feel bad for being upset you sat on my man's face after you told us it was girl code and I couldn't even make eye contact with Jeremiah for a week." Something like that. Or even when they said there was a question that Kiki asked, we're gonna get to that in a second. All right, the first thing I wrote in the notes is the girls said that they saw a therapist all throughout the show. Huda said the same thing in the Call Her Daddy video. She said that
Yeah.
she had a therapist before and was constantly going to psych.
Jeremiah said the same thing on Kai Cenat show.
I would like to see a picture of the Love Island therapist. Any thoughts, Monique? I would like to see a picture of who is therapizing the Love Island contestants. And then I would like to see their license. I don't have a license. I'm not a therapist because you know what? I know I'm not a therapist. Do you know you're not a therapist? Because if you're the Love Island therapist, you might not be a therapist.
Well, I mean, yes, and also, however, comma, it's the same therapist that cleared Huda for 13 interviews to still go on the show.
You have a point. You specialize in chaos. You have a point. You have a point. I should have known. Oh, I'm so annoyed. All right, so they saw an alleged therapist, and producers warned them when they left, this is big. What would you feel? And they were like, well, yeah, we saw season 6. And they were like, no, no, honey. It's the Civil War. This is,
Yeah,
and one of you is the Confederates.
right,
This is big. How
right.
would you feel if you spent 7 weeks in lockdown? Actually, at least 2 weeks and 2 months because they had lockdown before the show even started, right? So
Mhm,
they were in
mhm,
lockdown for 2 months and they were told they had no clocks for 2 months. And whenever they would ask the producer what time it is, the producer would say, it's island time.
mhm.
Imagine 8 weeks of somebody saying, it's island time. I said, is that 3 o'clock or 3:15? How would you feel if you were warned after 2 months of being sequestered that you were about to walk into a media firestorm?
I don't know how I would react because at the same time, they're like, there's a lot of love. They would lead with love. There's a
Mhm.
lot of love, but and also, however, comma, there's hate. So but there's a lot of love, but there's also just just
The
remember
hate,
there's
the hate is very loud. It's giving election 2016 and 2024. Somebody wrote, Sissy Nicole wrote, so there is this TV show called Unreal. We know Unreal. I watched it all the seasons when it was first on Lifetime, and now it's gotten resurgence because it moved to Netflix. If you want to learn more about, I live in LA, so half my friends are in reality shows. So Unreal, like, yeah, that tracks. Unreal, is a great fictionalized account of what it's like when being behind the scenes on shows like The Bachelor,
Mm,
and also too. And here's the thing that I was talking to Bridget about. We used because Bridget is a former reality star, so she has a lot of reality PTSD and can relate very heavily with the girls in a way that we can't, right?
right, right,
But one point she was talking about like all this inside stuff. I said, Bridget, pause. That made sense in 2012, 2015, even 2020.
right, right.
We now live in an era where the contestants are trying to produce themselves, the audience is trying to produce the show, and the producers have gone awry. Everybody's producing Love Island now. From Ace to the Nicolandria stands to the actual producers. So this thing of the edit and whatever, the audience has gotten too smart. Everybody's overthinking everything. First of all, Nicolandria being a thing, I think is amazing, and I'm nervous for them. So when Olandria confessed, Nick said he feels pressured by the media, and that we both agree we should keep at the pace that we're going. Mind you, they've been making out since the day they met, so
Right,
some they
right,
had the sexual attraction,
right.
but like honestly, they say about 75% of couples that are in the public spectrum, or especially reality shows, end up breaking up. If you were offered to be in a reality show, let's say that somebody says, Blue, you're crazy. We want to do a reality show with you. Which one of your friends you gonna pick? And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pick Bridget and Mo and Kendall and Mike.
No,
Would you have Richard let Richard be on the
no,
show?
you don't. No, we don't.
Even though he's an actor and
We
there's another check
respectfully
available?
decline. No, we respectfully decline. Thank
A
you, we love
check,
you so much. No, we love you so
a
much, but
a
thank
blue
you, no.
check. No,
No,
so but you like money.
we do, but we love you, but thank you, no.
Explain why you would turn down whole cold hard cash in 2025.
Well, because I don't want people in my everyday business life, no.
Do you
There's no
like direct
way.
deposit?
Yeah, but for what am I trading for it, though?
A little bit of anonymity.
Yeah, girl, no, you can keep it. A
You
little
see,
bit of anonymity.
how much
A
would they
little
have
bit.
to offer you before you and Richard would actually have to just negotiate saying no? How much?
Hmm,
Say how much?
hmm.
We're manifesting. How much?
How much per episode?
How much for the season?
Oh, how long
10
is the season?
episodes. 10 episodes, $1 million.
Nah. Hmm. You want me to ask him?
Yeah.
Babe,
Mm-hmm.
if we were to do
Ask
a
your husband.
reality show, huh?
Ask your husband.
Babe, come here. He's coming. Wait.
I want to know, Monique.
Yeah.
If we were to do a reality show, they were asked us to do a reality show, how much would we do? Would we do it? A, and if so, how much per episode? I said no, and she said, "What about 100,000 an episode for 10 episodes? So like $1 million
30,
for
30 minutes, $100,000 an episode for 10
30
episodes.
Reality show is based on our lives.
like a couple's reality show."
This is based on our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Based on your hustles, your family, you just,
So she said because you lose your anonymity and like a lot of couples break up.
100K for 30 minutes of you doing shit you do for free.
Yeah, let's do it.
Monique,
Hey, turn me up. Don't turn me down.
look at that.
Okay, well.
What you really thought he was gonna say no to 100K
He
for
said,
30
turn me
minutes?
up, don't turn me down. So okay, I'm down. I would
I'm
do it.
shocked that you thought he was gonna say no.
I did. I thought he would say no.
$100,000 for a 30-minute episode.
Well, 30 minutes is a little. That's you threw 30 minutes once I already asked, and
Really,
that's a
30
little
or 60, you don't know what the hell's happening. The editors have to deal with the time. That's not really even something that you're concerned with. You're gonna be
It
having
does. 30
I'm
minutes.
saying, you're having the same experience. It's the editors who are making the difference between 30 and 60. You're not yelling action more times.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I just feel like reality. I do see like just like on Housewives. Like there's no one that's really married on Housewives. Like
Angela Oakley is because her husband be cussing everybody the fuck out.
yeah, he said I'm the only one up here married. Where's the rest of y'all husbands? That's what I'm saying. Like nobody really remains married that stays on reality TV.
Very, very true.
That's what
Now,
I'm saying. Like I've remained almost 19 years married, so I'm like,
can we talk about the fact? What did he say?
he said they're just following us. Our life is pretty boring,
I
so we'd
mean,
only make it
what
one
about them send
season.
you to Walmart to go chasing chickens and shit and apple picking, and Mo might help you get like a vajacial or something just for content. You know what I'm saying? Richard will get a vajacial for
So
her.
they're gonna be following me in Home Goods, like
Yeah. There's a whole, by the way, guys, during the pandemic, they made a whole YouTube series about a woman who got dumped in Home Goods and refused to leave. And I binged it the entire, it was like 7-minute
of
episode.
course you did. You love Home Goods.
She moved into Home Goods because she had too much PTSD to leave. And I was like, this is my kind of thing. I will say this, watching the interview, the girls looked amazing. Alandria, the closest thing to shade was when she said, if you're going to compare me to other women, just make sure their bodies are as real as mine.
Period.
Do we think that was a subtle or not so subtle dig at Voldemort? Who should now not be named.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
I mean, here's the thing about Huda's old face. It has character. It also just looks like her sister. So there's that. I just can't imagine somebody being somebody's before picture and I'm just walking around living my life. Is that rude? Is that autism? Did I just have autism?
Uh-huh.
Like, imagine somebody showing their before picture and it's just me. You're like, oh my God, girl, you look so much better. I'm like, I'm actually still over it. No, seriously. Let me know if I'm the only person who saw Huda's sister was like, well, there goes the evidence, and like cackled a little bit.
Wait, remember that video you showed me when we were driving to the restaurant and you were like, that girl was going off, and it was just like she was just like, "I found my twin."
Oh, yes. Okay, that video makes me so sad, you guys. I wish I would play it right now, but I don't want to get a copyright strike because I'm still learning how live works. There's a girl that said, "We all have a doppelganger," and I found mine on TikTok, and I was so excited, and I went to her page, and the first video she had that went viral was what it's like being ugly. My doppelganger is making content about how it's like being ugly and how she survives. And all the comments were like, "It's okay, girl, you got personality." Like nobody was agreeing with her.
She was like, "Oh, I'm ugly."
She's like, "Am I ugly by proxy? And wait, if she ugly, the hell am I?" Yeah, I look, if I saw a video of somebody calling somebody who looks like me ugly, people used to be like, "Yo, your mother is gorgeous. You look just like your father." It's okay. I still look like my daddy. It's okay. So somebody said Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey was my first and pivotal lesson on couple reality TV. Jessica
Man,
Simpson is a billionaire.
same.
I know. Monique would do it for 500 billion.
I
That's a
would.
bad example.
Period. Tax free.
You might
Tax
do a
free.
casting call for Richard. Like, Richard, we need you to get you a stand-in for when you're tired.
Tax free.
Is
In
it
this
tax free legally or
country?
is it just tax free because you didn't tell the people?
Listen, I figured it
Okay,
out.
you know what? The feds are watching. The next thing, do we agree that Taylor love bombed everybody?
Yes.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, everybody and their mother, and this triggered me a little bit, to be honest. Everybody and their mother was like, "Olandria, where's your dignity? Stand up. That boy obviously doesn't like you. We all know he doesn't like you." But everybody in the villa, including Ian, the announcer from the UK and the America franchises,
Mhm.
said, "I have been doing the show for the entire time it has been on air in the
Yeah.
world. And I would have bet my last dollar the first week that Taylor and Olandria were going to win. That's how
Mhm.
much he was loving on her."
Mhm.
So
I.
if you're loving on her enough for the announcer to think that y'all are the next Shalace,
Mhm. He said, "I picked. I. They were gonna be love together on a farm. Like I. They were gonna win. That was it. That was a couple. They were the winners this season."
Olandria doesn't know that he was whispering to oh boy, I'm not attracted to her. He doesn't know the shit that he was talking or how lackluster he felt. She was getting pancake with crispy edges and fresh omelets and coffee and being told she's beautiful and constantly like
And if you guys really want to do it, go back and watch because I clocked this a long time ago.
this
Go
episode.
back and watch the episode where they first kissed.
Hmm.
He winces into his hat right after they kiss. Go back and watch that episode. He literally like winces. He was not attracted to her and he did not want to say it. He literally winces into his hat. Go
How
back.
how do you think he feels knowing that America is calling the girl that he would have picked last in the playground gorgeous?
Ugh.
I don't think he is
I
like,
don't
"Oh, I fumbled." I think he really still thinks
I don't think he fumbled either. I just think he I mean, I think he feels like he won because I feel he in his mind, I mean, he did. Not in his mind, he did because they have a great relationship.
sure.
So, I don't know, like he just he
I feel like shout out to Clark. Yes, girl, give us nothing. I feel like Clark is just gonna just stare at the wall until he leaves. Like she has the long game. You know how Chris just waited until Huda got tired and left? I feel like Clark is just gonna be like, "Oh, okay." And then one day she's just not gonna pick up his calls.
what
She's a human sedative. Like every time I see Clark on the screen, I want to put on makeup and take a nap.
they they were just together at his house. He just made her like breakfast or
That's
something.
great. Okay, what that gotta do what I said? The lady gonna Clark is gonna let that boy feed her. And when her agent says we're not getting no more calls for shows, she's like, "All right, well, thank you for having me." And her Uber's gonna come pick her up. And she's gonna be like, "Bye." And then he's gonna cry in the rain like a Jodeci video. You really believe Clark likes that boy?
Yeah.
Monique, man, okay. I cannot be the only person. Shout out to the people who are coming in. I cannot be the only person who does not believe that Clark really likes that boy.
Listen.
I've been a plus one for less reasons.
Listen, I really the way she laughed at the 3 braids comment, I don't think she really likes
That's
that
my whole
boy.
point. You're
I don't
not.
think she really likes
If
that
you
boy.
were to say Ace had three dreadlocks, Shelly would have kicked over the camera with her
I'm
boots.
like, "What?" Yeah, no. I don't
Listen,
really think she likes that boy. No.
the funny thing is, Olandria likes Nick more than I'm wondering if he's not good at the sex.
You saw he kissed. You saw how he kissed.
He kissed like a lesbian who hasn't come out yet.
Okay, you
No,
know.
like Taylor. Let's talk about it. Taylor reminds me of a middle-aged lesbian who didn't come out the closet until after her kids went to college.
I said, have you seen the cartoon movie Cloudy Chance of Meatball?
Mhm.
He kissed like those characters kiss, where they like puff up their mouth, and that's exactly how he kisses.
That's
And I'm not
homosexual
gonna
people
explain further.
kissing straight people. That's also bad.
Huh?
That's when a gay man or a fluid man, when a man who is discovering who he is and we're not judging it, we see you, king, bad bitches forever. The kisses get awkward because your ancestral DNA wants something else. I think the way he wrapped his legs around his monkey around Nick's waist when Nick came back shows me that he's capable of having chemistry. I think we saw Taylor have a lot of finesse and chemistry. It just wasn't with any of the girls. I think the way that he held on to Nick was like something out of The Notebook or Titanic. And so I know he's capable. And I know the way that he would hold on to Clark trying to figure out where she got her hair from. Here's the thing. All, all jokes aside, be who you are.
Don't get us going. Don't get us going, please, y'all. Please don't get us going. Blue, don't get us going, please.
I'm queer, so I can actually technically say this. I looked it up. As somebody who has kissed the rainbow, and tongue and everything, I'm allowed to say this that I am Clarking it. Clark it. He picked the girl who had the best gay catchphrase of the season. Clark it. Yeah, I think that Clark is his baddie best friend. Every boy needs one before he discovers himself. The thing about Taylor is, I think Taylor is blown by how popular Ace and Nick are. He is weirded out by how popular Nick Olandria is, and he's sad and slightly depressed and high functioning about how low he is on that totem pole.
Mm,
Chris is getting more airtime than fucking Taylor.
mm.
Am I lying? Is Chris not getting more airtime than Taylor?
I mean, yeah.
Austin and his bad anime filters is getting more airtime than Taylor. The only time we talk to Taylor is to ask about who was sitting next to him in the villa. So Taylor, so what was Ace having for breakfast before he made Shelly them pancakes?
Mm,
And what did Nick say after he kissed Olandria and got permission from you? And
mhm.
Olandria, how'd it feel to fumble her? America's sweetheart.
Yeah. Someone said that's all his fault. Yeah, he should have moved differently. I feel like that is because he definitely set himself up, he just went about it all the wrong way, and that's what they kind of talked about today in the interview. Like,
Yeah, but here's the thing though, if Taylor had done it the honest way, he would have got kicked off.
well, yeah. You
So
try
part
to
of me is like, he was already gonna fail. At least he
yeah.
got a more finesse out of the fail.
Mhm.
Taylor reminds me of a grandma with missing dentures. Yes, we all know this lesbian. I'm not making this up. This is not homophobia. I love my people. Okay, shout out to the gays. I love you all. I'm not doing like anything weird. What I'm saying is, I do think this boy is discovering who he is. Did you like how I walked that back?
Mhm.
It's Mercury retrograde. I was about to be irresponsible. I keep forgetting.
I don't think Austin got one. I don't think Austin has an interview.
But Austin was going viral for TikTok. He was doing it the white way. He was just doing dances with Elon and them and going
Yeah.
viral and saying,
Yeah.
"I can't be racist. I got a black lady tattooed on my titty." Real quote. So growing up in Alabama is what this was a big thing for me. When Olandria said growing up in Alabama is what made her assume she was a Nick's type, not low self-esteem.
I wrote that down too.
So many somebody said Austin did get an interview. Okay. So many of us went straight to hypothesizing why Olandria had a hard time believing that Nick liked her. Can I tell you? And I intentionally didn't say anything. Every time my friend would write something like, yeah, and the little dark-skinned black girl inside of her who never saw her beauty and write those like haikus and shit. I never liked or engaged with any of those posts because I never got that.
Yeah.
If you are a Latina girl in a school full of where only white girls get a look, and you have to be blonde and white and tall, right? If you are a plus size girl and everybody's fat phobic where you live, if you are a dark skinned girl and everybody's colorist, any woman who knows she's attractive, but just not high on the conventional attractive hierarchy, but she knows she can still pull. She's just not the default setting for marketers.
Mhm.
There's a space that we hold simultaneously for us knowing we're beautiful and knowing our value while also knowing that you're probably not going to see it because of conditioning.
Mhm.
Those things simultaneously happen for black and brown women all the time where I can feel like the
Mhm.
baddest bitch in the room and still be clear that Bob and Chad and them just think I'm a fat black girl with a fun personality.
Right.
One of their employees might want to stoop me in the bathroom, but they don't see it because they were taught not to see it. So
Right.
Olandria being raised in Alabama and thinking all the boys who look like him where I'm from, that's the bestie, that's the homie. I don't think that's low self-esteem. Did you ever think it might have been low self-esteem or her internalizing colorism herself?
I thought she was I never thought it was low self-esteem ever. I just thought she just was like it's he's black and I'm black and he's white. Like that's just not I'm from Alabama. That's just not what we see.
She even said, we all thought, this is the one that I did subscribe to that I'm now rethinking. We all hypothesized that Olandria saying, I want a cowboy, I want a country boy, a countryman, right? A man from the country, was code for her saying she wanted a black man. But she's come out and said, no, I wanted a Southern boy. I wanted Southern charm. I wanted Southern courtship. That is actually
Mhm.
irregardless of race.
Mhm.
And so a part of me is like, I know subconscious internal bias that we're in denial about exist. Is
Mhm.
it possible that while we were more right than we thought about her
Mhm.
being dangerous, we were
Mhm.
less accurate than we thought about any perceived insecurities that the girls might be harboring in the villa?
Mhm.
Because I know what it's like for people to assume that my self-esteem is lower than it is, and then I get to show them.
No, bitch.
Wait, that's how you imitate me?
No, not
I'm
at all.
Beelzebub? Remember me different. Really?
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, my precious. When did I become Gollum? The fuck?
No, not at all. Not
I
at
do
all.
get an evil Disney laugh, which is so funny because I'm a sweetheart. No, I really
No, no.
think that we assumed the girls were more insecure than they really were.
Yeah. No. Well,
It wasn't improbable. Like it was a
yeah.
healthy and viable hypothesis. It's
Yeah.
just that I there've been so many times that I have been in a space where somebody thought that I was not comfortable with my body, and I dead ass was, and I could see the moment when they were like, "Oh shit, this bitch is not kidding."
Right.
I can almost see the moment where somebody who took comfort in thinking they could hypothesize my insecurities was like, "Oh, this bitch don't care. Like she like sincerely doesn't care. Like, oh, she's doing a cartwheel. That's interesting." Like because I know what it's like to be the person who people are putting way more on than belong to me.
Right.
I think I was so busy defending them, I didn't realize that we might be putting something on them. Like Shelly and
Mhm.
Olandria might not be. They're devastated by the racism. They're devastated by the misogyny, but they might not be as insecure or cracking as much as we think. And not all coping is a trauma response. A
Right.
coping is not a trauma response if you haven't addressed what's underneath the anger
Right.
or the fear and the frustration.
Right.
So, Alandria, Shelly, to all of us, your big sisters and aunties and play cousins and abuelitas and whatnots who really loved you and assumed they had you thinking you wasn't fine, and you said, "Girl, where? Big fine, where?" Like, hello,
Hello,
Alandria
body.
said about 3 times, "Have you fucking seen me?"
She said what?
She said, "Have you looked at me?" Like seriously, stop.
She said
Like,
stop.
I know you can see me. I know I can see me. We can see each other.
We can see each other. We got it. We got it.
Yeah. And you know what's really interesting too is the girls, if you look at them, are more modelesque than Voldemort. We have now started renaming them. For those of you who are not on the TikTokies, the Twitters, formerly known as X, or the Threads, they're calling them now Calculator, Hilda, and Pineapple. Calculator is Sierra. Hilda
That's
is
my
Hood,
name.
and
Mhm.
Pineapple is Amaya. So if I say Calculator, you know who I mean, big C, and the C is not for calculator, it's for Sierra.
Mhm.
Hilda is just wild.
Mhm.
Hilda
That's why.
just means I just an ass. I don't even want to learn your name.
Right. Right.
Also, shout out to Huda Beauty because I used to love that name before this happened.
You know what's crazy? I felt like when people started what is it like when you hide the name on threads, they
Yep.
stopped seeing Huda
Huda
Beauty.
Beauty.
I'm
And
like,
on Instagram, Huda Beauty is just Huda. She's
it,
the Huda.
she's just Huda, and now you
Yo,
don't
can
see Huda
somebody
Beauty.
look at her sales? Has Huda Beauty's sales, like, plummeted or skyrocketed?
I don't
Or both?
know. Cause now I just like it's weird because I haven't like hid the name at all or like I don't know what it's called.
That's brave.
I don't understand it, whatever. But like now on Threads, sometimes her posts are just like there's nothing there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why is it just like a blank post?
Huda's up to, like, I think almost 5,000,000 now. She's probably 5,000,000 at the time that this is airing. I will say this, I am more excited about the reunion than I thought I would be. I'm supposed to be in New York that week. I was gonna fly back or before the reunion. Part of me thinks I just might stay in New York because it's gonna be crazy. There's probably gonna be some sports bar somewhere playing it. Do you plan to have a watch party or anything for this reunion? Because they've done somebody said on the other day, "It's been weeks, why are we still talking about it?" And somebody was like, "It's been 6 days.
Yeah,
It's been
relax.
a week.
Not too
You
much.
you just hit a week."
Yeah.
They have worn me out so much in a week. What are you planning to do for the, reunion? Because we will
Honestly,
go live afterwards. Let
yeah, I know. I think you said like you might go with Jessie to like her viewing party if you guys are in New York, right?
Yeah, if not, I'll just watch it from my hotel.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing anything. I'll probably just watch it here and then
Do you wanna watch Love Island in a bar? I think I'd be overstimulated.
I think it will be too.
Like, there's so many little quips
And I
that
like
talk
I'm
about it.
old. I like to read. I like to read the captions. I have hit that time in my life.
Why you act like you perimenopausal? You're still in your 30s. My God.
First of all, I like
You're
to
in a
read.
walking chair.
I listen. I don't
Wait,
know why I'm
somebody
like
said I unfollow Huda Beauty because she supports Huda. Are we sure?
yes.
Well, look, her name is Huda too, and they're both Arab. Are you sure she didn't do it before she knew?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she just knows because she just said like her name is Huda, my name is Huda. Like we're getting our names mixed up. I don't know if she actually like knows about what's going on.
Kehlani follows Huda and was excited that Huda used her song as background vocals for a celebration video at the end of the season. Kehlani's my birthday twin, so it hurts me to feel like I'm talking about my own people.
Thank you, my caption queens. Yes, I have to I have to see captions. I'm just at that point in life.
So yeah, Kehlani, I'm disappointed, but you can do what you do. Even when Meg Thee Stallion said, "I love Amaya Papaya," and yes, I'm Team Huda too. Like trying to be, you can't, Meg. I like you so much, so I didn't jump you, but not too much. Do you know what's so crazy? They keep on saying that the hood rats. By the way, guys, hood rats is a black urban slang. Rats is a slur against Arab people, but hood rats it belongs to the black community. Please let's not play Oppression Olympics when we have our own words that mean our own things.
It's a song. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hood rat, hoochie mama. She ain't
Wait,
nothing but a hoochie
wait,
mama.
why'd you let me do that? Hold on, the thing is shaking. You saw me do that. You didn't even stop me.
I was with
I
you.
was a helicopter my boobs on live.
I was with you, so I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Somebody said Kaylani unfollowed Huda. Oh, okay, birthday twin. It's how you okay. I'm proud of her again because I was torn. I was like, because I keep a list on my birthday twin so they don't embarrass me. I agree. There those days of trying to be neutral. If you're neutral, you're complicit when people are causing harm.
Listen,
Saying yeah, he shot him in the face, but I didn't call the police. 'Cause I wanted to be neutral. You're helping the person who shot somebody in the face. Like there's no such thing. Houdini gang will be gone as soon as school starts. Oh, that's actually true. So we're gonna talk about what they all look like. Monique, would you like to discuss what the hood likes, hood rats,
that
and the
one's so
hoodlums look like?
hilarious.
I see themes. Do you not see themes
Yeah, absolutely.
in their personas?
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm just gonna say this. You are beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring you down. Okay? You
Mhm.
are beautiful in every single way.
Mhm. Mhm.
I feel like the kids who are hoodlums are the same ones who would like cry when Gaga would like come on scream and just like pass out. The babies who've been through some things and just need to feel seen. Somebody said, "Go
Mhm.
ahead, Christina." No, that's me. That's all me. I'm like Huda. If I say it's true, it's true. I will say this. There was a part in the interview where Shelly was talking about Ace, and I was like, he's taking her down. It was so like, when your friend is talking, you can like, "Oh, he got you good, bitch."
Oh yeah, you sprung, huh?
It was something like, "Well, that's my man," and I was like, "Girl, that wasn't ironic." Like, you were making dolphin noises in the hideaway. Bleep that dolphin, bleep that dolphin. Like, and I've been with many Leos and Libras. Y'all know my repertoire. With the ones who can figure it out are yeah. So I think that Shelly and A should use protection because there was something about something that she said where my little hairs went up and said, "Oh, he is."
No. Mm.
And then they
Mhm.
should actually put them in the hideaway when he like swallowed her face whole and then mounted her. You didn't see that? Maybe I'm too deep in the edits. Okay, I'm too deep in the edits.
I didn't see a lot from them in the hideaway. I feel like it was like
There's
very
that
brief.
one video of when they're rolling around the dark and it's like the pre-coital kiss.
I didn't see it. I feel
Okay,
like
on
I
my
was like,
thread, there's a thing called a palette cleanser. Like the fifth video is
I'm
I
gonna
got a
go.
little bit of lady bone. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was very sexual.
Okay.
The thing about that is, do we believe that Nick is doing the same for Olandria? Frico Nico.
He
Do we
said he
believe
was in the interview.
he said he was
He said
what?
he said like we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but we're doing boyfriend and girlfriend things. And she looked
Yes, but that was a double entendre.
and she looked at him, he goes, "Oh, sorry, Miss Felicia," and apologized to her mom. So
You think, oh gosh, everybody's getting choked out. I love this for our
mhm.
girls.
Mhm. Oh, that's what he said. She pulls my hair. She
Yeah,
pulls
he was like, she pulls my hair with
mhm. Yeah. She pulls my hair. That's what he said.
I
That's what he
like
said. "Oh,
it.
sorry, Miss Felicia." Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be so giddy about nasty shit. I need to work on that. I'm just gonna blame the tism. Um, I am
Nah.
so happy. Here's the thing that is a wow to me is they did not mention Huda's name until 34 minutes into an hour-long
Now
episode.
you wrote the time down. Hilarious.
And then it was brief, and they mentioned Huda at the 35th minute mark, where to just to mention the challenge, just to mention her name in passing about the challenge.
Mhm.
Then didn't talk about her again until a few minutes later, when they talked about night 2 with
Mhm.
her and Nick and whatever. Night 2 when she cried because Olandria said not too much.
Mhm.
That was it. And then
Mhm.
entire hour, Huda got about 17 and a half seconds. Do you think that was you know your friend? Do you think that
I
Kiki
know
did?
my friend. Let me say it in the words of my friend. Hilarious.
She ignored that lady's like Voldemort. She has now made Huda Voldemort. She did not say Hilda because we're calling her Hilda now. She didn't say Hilda's name. I think she said Pineapple's name a little bit. Calculator
Mhm.
got a fleeting mention, like when they were like, she was like, "Hey, how'd y'all feel when they yanked Calculator out?"
Yeah.
But
And
I
then
didn't
she
really
said,
get it.
"Oh, because she said that for racial stuff, da, da, da. Oh, y'all didn't know." She went,
Yeah, I think them doing interviews so early was a little irresponsible. There
I
has
feel
to be
like
for Shelly and Alandria when they're fresh tea.
I feel like any Islander coming out and doing an interview without watching the show back is irresponsible. Like I feel like everyone should have to watch a show, watch the entire season, and then they should be allowed to go do interviews. I feel like there's no point in doing an interview before they watch the entire show. Because like, what's the point of the interview? You don't know what we saw. You don't know what the edits you got. You don't know. You just lived your life for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. You don't even know what time it was. You don't know what we saw, so you have no idea what concept, what edit. You don't know nothing. So
Yeah.
why would you come out and do an interview?
And they keep saying it. Even in the other interview, she was like, "Well, I don't know what y'all saw, but I'm confused about." Somebody said, "Blue, if you
Yeah.
could interview any Islander, who would it be?" If I could interview any Islander, actually, it would be Ace. I have a lot of experience with Leo men. I have a lot.
I
I'm
think I would want to view. I would want to do Ace and Nick together.
no. Here's the thing. I feel like Ace and Nick together, I'd be inappropriate. I have limitations.
I
I
don't.
I I might get in trouble for sexual harassment. I feel like if it was Nick and Ace, I'm a cheeky bitch. Like, here's the thing y'all don't understand, right? I know I go and make these videos and it's real serious to talk about the ramifications. There's a name for that. I know I talk like that in the videos. In real life, I'm a Gemini rising and a Gemini Venus. I like mischievous, freaky shit. It tickles the fuck out of me. I actually tee like a child. So,
Very
and Nick is the same way, and Ace is 22. So I feel like the level of impropriety, it'd be so many bleeps.
Okay, what if we did the two couples together?
That'd be worse. Now I'm hitting on everybody. Shelly and I are fluid Haitians. Like, that's not gonna help. It, I
I'm
feel like
trying
me and Ace would have a conversation where I would do the dance I do with all the Leos in my life. Where we're lion to lion, okay? You're a lion, I'm a liger. We both got the kitty eyes, right? We're looking at each other and we're figuring out who's gonna blink first. Nobody blinking. Everybody's eye wide shut, right? And then at some point, we're like, oh, you're as crazy as me. Let's call a truce. And then we start swiping at each other like playful kitties. I'm used to doing that dance with Leo. I think Ace would be tickled, challenged, and then be like, oh, I see what you did there. You know what I mean? It would be a
Right.
fun conversation.
Right.
Shelly and Olandria, I would make them get in trouble because I would get them to say stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, Olandria, how does it feel that a bitch in the third version of her face is still hating on the first version of yours?
You would. You would.
Clark that. That's what I would ask, right? But
Yeah.
I'm not a messy bitch. I'm just an EQ coach with audacity and autism. So I feel like
Mhm.
I'm covered. You see what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
covered.
Mhm. Mhm.
I would just want to hear her answer.
Right.
If version 3.0 is still like struggling to keep behind on version 1, I'm in a bonnet and I still get the second pancake. Like, why is you mad, ho? I will say this. Watching both interviews, I see why Voldemort, i.e. Hilda, does not mess with Shelley because being empathetic, if I was her, I would hate them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shelley even said it. Shelley said this, and this was I was like, ooh, that's gonna make Hilda have to call the therapist. She said, and I quote, I have my person. I already won. I'm with him 24/7. That's my man. And that's what she said. She's like, I'm with him 24/7. That's my man.
Yeah. And then didn't Kiki follow up with they broke up right after or something?
Who?
Did Kiki say that or no? Am I tripping?
No, this wasn't Shelley talking about her and Ace.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so my thing is, Shelley's clearly digmatized. Me and Shelley are from the same cloth. I know the twinkle in her eye. That man has curled her toes. I feel like Alandria's been licked from her toenail tip to the top lash in her baby hairs, right? Like, I think Nick has done obscene things to that girl, and she consented.
Yes. Probably.
Because what Nick is willing to do in public, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm not
Right.
approved. Nick makes
Right.
me uncomfortable. I would love to interview Nick, but we would both get in trouble. And he's a Pisces, so everybody going to jail. So my answer is Ace or Nick separated. And I can't do more than one of them at the same time, or I'm gonna just get nasty. How about you, Monique? What's your answer?
I think I would either do I think it would be fun to do Nick and Ace together or I would do the two
You got a
couples.
whole husband.
What? That's I wouldn't be inappropriate. That's where you would do it.
Wow, that's how you feel, friend. You just gonna leave me out here? You know that Nick and Ace like to flirt with people. We're victims. Yeah, Ace and Shelly are bringing back 90s love. And you know what's so
They
funny?
are. I love that. I love them so much.
Can I be honest? I think the reason why people always share their money is because it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk my reputation for 50K before
Yeah.
taxes.
No, it's for real. Yeah.
If it was 750 like Big Brother, for those who don't watch Big Brother, that's my new show that I'm watching because I watch Big Brother every year. Big Brother gives you $750,000 for being not fucking island, just being in a house with a backyard for the same time as Love Island.
Mhm.
It's 8 times the pot, 7.5 times the pot. So for 750K, I don't think Brian would be returning our calls.
Is he returning him for 50K?
No, I'm saying like he would have left the country with the money and
Right.
gone into hiding for stealing it from Amaya. For
Right.
750K, Amaya would have went home with a coupon
Right.
for Chuck E. Cheese.
Empty-handed. I see what you're saying.
It's easy to be altruistic for 100K split in half before
Right.
taxes.
Right.
And
Right.
for anybody in Middle America who's like 50K, oh my God, that's a whole year's salary in Pawtucket. Okay, I completely understand. I don't live there, right? So in LA,
Mhm.
that is 25 days for a small child and their family.
In LA, in California, isn't it now like you need like 250 to make 250 for like a family of four or something? Like it's
Well,
ridiculous.
LA, the math for Los Angeles and New York is every $100,000 elsewhere is $50,000 in LA,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
it's 45 in LA, and it's about 52 or something. So the median is 50. So
Yeah.
if you make 50K in North Carolina, that is $25,000 in LA.
Yeah.
I think if they were offering real money, we would not be talking about Hooded. We'd be talking about where the fuck is Brian? I almost made an inappropriate joke. Yeah, Brian would leave the country. You would have to go find him. For 750. What does Brian do before this? What did he do? Was he a nurse or something? He was doing something altruistic. Wasn't he doing something lovely?
Oh, child, I have no idea.
Oh no, that's Nick. That's the
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. No, for real.
okay, so I have a compilation of about 70 Jet2 holiday videos. I don't know what to do with them. They just bring me joy. I might just put them up on the page. Hope that I don't get demonetized. They have Jet2 holidays in the Jamaican accent, the Trinidadian accent. The Haitians even joined.
Oh my
I didn't
god.
know you could say Jet2 in Haitian Creole. I was very French. Yep, the Jet2 holiday. I will say this: if your daughter, who's beautiful, in 5 years said, "Mommy, I've gotten hit up to be on Love Island," would you let her? Well, you can't let her. She's an adult. What would you say if Taylor, your beautiful baby girl?
Don't do it.
How would you feel the show that you're obsessed with? Your daughter's now about to be on it. Your
No.
fault. It's your fault. You can't say shit. You're doing Love Island recaps. You can't say she can't be on the show.
I know, right? What if my son came up to me next year in 2 years and was like, "Mom, I wanna go
He's not
on."
safe. No, he's not safe. No.
He's not sa
No,
he
Taylor could go, but your son, no.
why
Some
can he
big booty something would hem him up.
what?
We'd have to get a PR team. No.
For him?
You'd be a grandma by week 6. He's Jeremiah. Your son is a little I know you say he's more savvy. Sure.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if there was this many cameras and attention, the spirit of Jeremiah would jump out of your child. And there'd be some Hudda Bubba waiting to fuck shit up.
There would be. There's yeah, you're
Here's
right.
the thing. I think women are more equipped. Black women are more equipped to
Yeah,
go on Love Island. I think Latino women are more equipped. I think the boys are allowed to weaponize their incompetence.
there are, and I will say my daughter has a extremely high emotional intelligence IQ just in
Very much.
general, so, like,
She's 37.
no, seriously.
Come on,
Like,
sweetie.
I think that brings me, like, to a point I wanted to bring up about the interview, how Shelly said she came out to her parents.
Yes, that's
Mm.
all the notes hit it.
Yeah, so, like, I loved how her parents, like, were just very, like, open, and they were just like, "You don't have to come out to us." I feel like when my daughter decided she wanted to come out to us, we were all kinda sitting around the table, and we were just like, "Uh-huh, yeah." She's like, "Mom,
Oh.
I'm bi," and we were like, "Uh-huh, okay." She's like, "Wait, that's it?" And we were like, "Well, what do you what?"
She just ruined her TikTok video. She was gonna do a coming out to my parents video, but I ain't got shit to
She
say.
was like, "Really? That's it?"
She's
We
like,
were like,
"Cut."
"What
Just
did you
tell
want us to
grandpa.
do?"
Maybe we'll have a reaction.
Girl, we don't okay, like, what do you want us to
Kids want a
no.
reaction for the TikTokies, Monique. You just ruined her video.
But she was like, "Well, all my other friends, when they said something or they were told no or, like, that's a phase or, they were shunned into not saying that." And so
But even if it is a phase, isn't the whole point to let your children figure out who they are?
that's what I mean, that's the whole point, right? Figure it
That's
out.
the whole point is to let them
You're
figure
right,
it out.
right? So it was just beautiful, I think, hearing Shelly kind of like be her true authentic self and her parents be so loving and
With
open
Haitian
and
parents.
Haitian parents just being like, "Yeah,
I
but
ain't
your
never heard nothing
parents
like that
love
in my
you."
life. So, Shelly, you are a unicorn. None of her stories sounded like Haitian. I was like, who is she talking about? Because these cannot be her parents. The way they would have been a sandal flying through the air,
Man.
like plantains, just yeah, no. Yeah, somebody in my family came out and they got punched. So
Mhm.
very different. Like it's actually that bad, like violence.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Shelly felt that safe in Florida. Here's the thing though. What do you think the conversation was like with Kiki after the camera stopped rolling? Because Kiki likes a good Kiki honey. I saw her at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards with Krishan Rock cackling with Don Lemon. I said, "Oh, she getting it in." What was because I feel like that conversation was like, you know, them motherfuckers played in your face, right? Because Olandria sweared.
Yeah. They
You can
both
tell Olandria
did.
wanted to keep cussing. She wanted to keep cussing.
Yeah, they both did. I felt like a lot. They kind of both.
Yeah, but Olandria's felt like Viola Davis swearing. Like it felt like she had some pain. Shelly was just like, yeah, fuck. Olandria was like, you told Harper. Let me stop. It was very
It was very
like
pent.
ancestral rage.
Yeah, it was pent up.
You know what? Every day people tell me I was stupid for not going on Traders. I think watching Love Island has made me realize I did not need to be on Traders.
You did need to go on Traders.
Oh, wow. So way to have my back. That's not
No,
planned this.
Blue. You on the first season of Traders would have been chef's kiss.
And
The
the lady
first
who was
season.
the archetype won.
Yes. The first exactly. Exactly. I love Traders
She
first.
stole my look. Like that would have been my whole steal. And I was like, and she won like I couldn't have done it. I couldn't because the thing about Traders, for those who don't know, I got hit up by the team from The Circle. There's a show on Netflix called The Circle.
Mhm. Mhm.
I had wanted to do The Circle because it's the only reality show that I could do during the pandemic where having endometriosis that wasn't a hindrance.
Right.
Because having cramps when I'm gonna be in an apartment on
Right.
social media, that's what I do when I have cramps anyways. I was like,
Right.
oh my God, finally a reality show that I don't have to worry about my cycle. So I sent in an application like 2 a.m. The very next morning, they text me, were like, hey, there's another show we want you to be on. It's called Traders. And I said, I'm an emotional intelligence coach. That's bad for my brand. Who wants to see their integrity coach show how good of a liar she can be on television? That just feels like I'd have to quit my entire thing. For 250, I could make that on my own.
Yeah.
Damn,
Um,
nobody forced me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And the thing about Olandria's deep rage, she's not even allowed to have it, or they're gonna start calling her an angry insert racial epithet.
I mean, that's
Um,
kind of what they touched on today too. Like they were allowed on this season and past seasons to curse and yell and do all these things, but Alandria and Shelly weren't. I mean,
somebody compared Huda to Serena, and I don't agree.
where?
Serena last year, when she crashed out on Cordell for picking the other girl
You
from
made
Casa.
your bed now humping it?
Yeah, I was like, but she had spent the entire time being on Olandria and Shelly, being completely
Right,
composed, constantly saying let's take it slow, constantly saying boundaries, constantly saying please don't love bomb me.
right,
And as soon as she let her guard down, he picked another girl. So there was like a long story
right,
arc. Huda was calling people bitches within 36 hours.
right. Could have called someone a bitch the same. You're too close, bitch. Back up.
She called
So,
her current best friend Pineapple a bitch.
s- so where's the comparison?
Well, the black girl is yelling, and so is Huda. So if the black girl can yell, why can't Huda? This is how I know these are sixth graders.
Listen,
And to the middle-aged women who look like they can count a potato, who are Huda stands. All right, you know what? I should not do this when I'm on my cycle because I feel like I want to be so honest. I want to be so freaking honest. Now, what did you think about when they called Ace on the phone? I feel like Shelly hurried to let him know that he was on voice things before he said something nasty.
hey, hey, just want to let you know you're on air. Hey, hey,
His
hey,
mama's here. Okay, hi. Love you. Always talk.
hey.
He had his voice. He's like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" I was like, "Oh, what's happening?" Yo, Ace is the place.
I've said that all season. Listen,
No, I like him now that he's gone. Like, I didn't like what
I did. I don't. I listen. I did. I still don't think.
Jeremiah fuck with me. I'm still mad about Jeremiah. I'm still mad about Jeremiah.
Listen, even when they said today like he was producing, and the girls were like, I don't know why people were saying he was he wasn't producing anything. Like,
Maybe he was so good they didn't see it, honey.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
They
But
didn't see Landry. Look at us now.
I
Suck.
I loved Ace the
No,
entire
I was an
season.
Ace fan for a year before the show came out because he went viral last May for Not Like Us with the Pakistani people. It's a
Yeah,
video of Ace teaching people from Pakistan and old
yeah.
ladies how to dance to Kendrick Lamar. So
And
I
Ace,
was a fan of Ace a year ago. I used to adore him,
yeah.
but I can't stand a hater.
Mm,
So the Jeremiah hate
mm,
that groupthink stopped them from seeing. Sometimes actually not being in the villa makes you more perceptive, not less.
mhm,
The
Mhm.
ins and outs that they don't air and edit, they're more perceptive. But the
Mhm.
objective non-group think, we actually have a better vantage point. So there's an
Mhm.
interesting dance about how much we should hypothesize versus what they know.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know Ace was in charge. I promise you, they're gonna start watching the show like, this nigga. When did
Mhm.
he like? I promise you,
Yeah.
when they
That's true.
actually
They don't
fucking
see
watch
it.
the show, they're gonna be
Mhm.
like, because
That's
Nick
true.
conceded. Nick actually started watching. Nick actually watched the show, and guess what he said? He said, "Now that I've seen the edits of me with Tierra versus me and Olandria, I wouldn't have said this before, but you guys might have been onto something."
Mm.
Nick admitted he didn't clock it in the villa.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm saying, like, is everybody got a vantage point? We
Yeah.
all working with a compromised deck.
Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Do you think that Huda and Lewis are gonna last? For those who don't know, Lewis is probably the most charismatic man whore on Netflix reality franchise.
Girl.
Every show, he has a British accent. He look. Imagine if Jeremiah and David Beckham had a swirly baby with a British accent, and he was also very tall and had a big penis.
Let me tell you, Lewis moved on as soon as she went home to see her baby. Next question.
Already,
Next question.
he was the part I actually liked about her. Okay, fuck. I had a bunch of nasty Lewis questions, but now you've killed it.
Go ahead. Ask the Nancy Lewis questions. Go ahead.
Oh no, because now it doesn't feel organic. It was supposed to be like, oh my god, you're so clever, and now you're like, it's all
No, still be clever. I love the cleverness of you.
it's fine. All
Especially
right, so,
especially the nasty cleverness. Go ahead. Go ahead.
girl, okay, you
Go
already
ahead.
have a husband, okay? I still have to look like a fucking
Go
lady.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Girl, I'm here for you. Go. Go.
Not too much. Not too much.
No.
No,
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. What? Get the questions out.
Oh, I wrote this in captions. Olandria and Taylor are both Geminis. Oh no, demons everywhere. I'm a Gemini rising. It's friendly fire. Olandria and Taylor being Geminis, I should waste of everybody's time. I have two friends who are both Geminis, and they were married. They were born the same day, and they're married.
They're still married?
Yeah.
Wow.
hmm And so that is a fluke. So I always cite them as the fluke. But the fact that they were both Geminis, she was calculating how to hold him down. He was calculating how to be held down.
Right, that part.
Do we think it's derogatory? Never mind. I just answered my own question. I was gonna say, is it derogatory to keep insisting that Taylor's a bitch? But I feel like I heard the question.
Yeah, you heard it, huh? You heard the answer in the question.
I have another question. Does that make it less accurate? I cannot wait for Taylor to enter the next season of his life when he can live in his truth. Someone said I dated a Gemini man and needed therapy after in a straitjacket. Have you ever dated a Leo, a Libra, a Gemini, a Cancer, or a Nigerian who's over 6 feet? I've done all the above. I don't think you know crazy. That's light work. That's light work. Light work. I've had several of that last group. Several. Yo, I don't know what it is with tall Nigerian men. There must be like a sign on my head.
They love you.
I like how you said that. Thank you for seeing me, friend. The Gemini was Nigerian over 6 feet. No, it was a Libra and a Leo. There were okay. You know what? You know what happened? I took an edible, and it just
And
occurred
it
to
just hit you. Mhm.
guys. Okay, let's see if we have any other questions before we move on. By the way, what was your biggest disappointment and favorite part about the Kiki interview? Pretend you don't know Kiki.
Um, as an Aries, I dated a tall Nigerian Libra. Oh. I don't think I was disappointed by anything. Honestly, I don't know what people were expecting from the
Blood,
interview. Huh?
Petty, fight to the death. We want to see them draw blood.
I,
Shank, shank, shank.
I was, I like, I knew it was fresh out. I didn't expect. I thought it was hilarious. I thought Kiki did an amazing job interviewing them. Um, I liked like her closing line of like hate is love, thanks boo. So like take the hate from that you get from people online because they still talking about you and I've been in this business for a really long time and hate is love, thanks boo. Um
No, Kiki did an amazing job.
She really did.
My thing is she was wholesome. She was amazing and wholesome, and we wanted a bowl of pink cocaine.
She was wholesome. She was.
We wanted just a line, just a hit
Mess.
of something
Y'all
pure
wanted
and uncut.
everyone wanted a mess. And I think
No,
to
no,
get
not
a
even a mess, even a clean read, like a
clean
clean
read. I think to get a clean read, they have to watch the show. They
Okay,
have to know. They have to know what we need to read on. Because
'cause
they have to get the nuances. They have to understand what we want to read on because they ain't even seen the show.
yeah.
Because they were there, but they don't know what was talked about behind their backs.
And, you know how I knew that this was a missed point? Olandria, when she heard that someone had said something about her in passing, who was it? Oh, Clark. When she was like, "Me and Clark were good as hell, person to person." So now y'all tell me she had a little slick shit to say. You know what it felt like? It felt like that meme of 50 Cent. I woke up. What you mean, fuck me? I just woke up. How I get in here? Well, fuck you too. That it felt
Right.
very much like how I say how is fuck 50. It was very much that.
Yes.
Like, bitch, I didn't know what you said, but fuck you too. That
Right.
that's the Olandria that I wanted to do the whole hour of the interview.
Right. Right. Right.
If Olandria had a wig on, she would have taken it off halfway through the interview. Like, bitch, let me tell you what this hoe did, and pull out a Newport. Okay, look like that KFC worker outside on the bench. Like these hoes tried me. Let me
And
explain.
Newport
I
is
want I
wild.
want Olandria to be like Viola Davis, taking off her wig, unbraiding her hair like in How to Get Away with Murder, and greasing her scalp, and putting her feet up, and letting Nick suck on them while she tells us what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the Roots rendition of what really happened in that villa because they have Stockholms. They've actually trauma bonded. They
Mm-hmm.
are addicted to their captors. There's a lot of psychological bullshit happening. Shout out to that horribly ineffective psychiatric team over at Love Island in Fiji. And so I would love to see what would happen if everybody just got to like go off. And I'm concerned that Ariana won't go there. How likely do you think it is that Andy will properly go there? Because Andy gets flustered when it comes to race because he's always scared about getting canceled from all those young black boys he be trying to get within the club.
I don't know. I don't know if he will. I don't think.
Damn.
I hope, but at the same time, it's like I don't know.
I'm disappointed. I really feel like now that they've done Kiki, you know what, Kiki, you did your job. Wholesome and amazing. That is your job, sis. You
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
chef's kiss. I actually, as far as getting the job done, I have no notes for Kiki.
No.
Now, as far as my bloodlust, okay, and I consider myself a moderate in the bloodlust arena. My
Mhm.
deep desire to see justice
Mhm.
wants to see the smugness over a lot of people's faces be replaced with clarity and remorse and improved behavior,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So my
Mhm.
thing is, I'm worried about what Huda's team is gonna do to force her down our throats again. And I'm concerned about what Ace and Shelly and Olandria's teams. Nick is fine. Nick's already a model child. Nick is fine. Actually, Ace is fine too. Ace already got a penthouse. I'm worried about our girls if they're gonna get what they deserve on the
Yeah.
other side of this because they're being
Yeah.
so clean. It's almost not marketable. Even if they had a zinger, right? Like a Gone with the Wind, a twirl or some shit like Kenya Moore. Even if they had something to put on a t-shirt, unfortunately, the only thing that's bigger than black and white is green when it comes to capitalistic marketers who want to like commodify our pain and strife.
Yeah.
They can't sell Olandria and Shelly to the masses. They can sell it to the fashion girls.
Yeah.
But like the mass marketing that you can do with the Maya Papaya, like Poppy already has a pooping soda.
Well, you know what sucks is like Nyx Cosmetics posted today or yesterday that they sold out of their lip combo and
Because of Olandria?
Alandria, because she said what her lip combo was on their on in an interview,
Send it
and
to me right now.
NYX is completely sold out. But what sucks is they didn't actually do a collab with her, or I don't think that they did,
They still
and
need
she's
to
not
market.
going to get it back into that. So she was like, "Oh, this is what I wear. He carries it in his pocket." Someone said I bought it. See, and she's not getting it back into that.
Somebody just said you're right. Somebody just said they bought it. Damn.
So that sucks because
That's what I'm worried about.
yeah, she will. I mean, NYX, but I will say now in defense, NYX Cosmetics has been saying like It's NYX, NIC Cosmetics, not NYX Cosmetics, because he keeps it in his pocket. They have been very forthcoming, saying, like, we support them, we love them. Like, so I'm not saying that they're not going to collab with her. I'm just saying, like, right now in this time, from a marketing standpoint, because I do marketing as well, that she said willingly, this is what I wear. And people were
What did you
telling her, girl, don't say that. Don't, hold on, hold on, hold on.
say?
This is what I wear. And she did that without knowing, because she didn't have anyone to be like, hold on, wait, on her team, or to be like, hold on, don't do that yet. And they
Mhm.
sold out. So she doesn't get any of that.
Somebody said Knicks and LA girls wants to work with them. Fashion designers are in their DMs. The outfit Shelly wore for this interview has sold out. Here's the thing: I'm not worried about the outfit selling out. Is she getting a cut?
That exactly. That's
We're not
fine.
worried about influence. We're worried about compensation.
Exactly. That's what I said. NYX is, they sold out, but is she getting a
Is she
backing?
getting a cut?
Right. That's besides the point.
Somebody said I need Knicks to turn that love for Olandria into a contract ASAP. I think, and also too, here's the thing: Olandria is tall enough to actually do real runway work.
Absolutely.
She can actually do real runway
She
work.
really can. She can be a high-end fashion model.
And
Trust
Shelly could
me.
do
I
a
take
commercial
my
because Shelly
daughter
has
to
personality for commercial.
Yeah, I take my daughter to set all the time. My daughter does real model work, Nike, Old Navy, and Olandria can work any set.
An absolute coin.
Absolute coin.
I would love a spinoff with Shalase and Nicolandria.
Oh my God, I would love that.
I actually think that
That's
might.
okay if she's 5'3". You don't need to be, she doesn't need to do actual runway. She can do
Yeah.
print.
She can do
Yeah,
print and also choose celebrity runway adds the extra 5 inches.
absolutely.
Nicole
Yep.
Richie has been stomping down runways for over a decade, and
Yeah.
she's a little person.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. She
I'm
hold it.
Here's the thing. The reason why I'm worried about compensation is because the hood rats and the hoodlums have made this like almost like whoever makes the most money or gets the most clout is more whatever. And even though we know that's not true up here, when
Mhm.
you're feeling really sad and you have 1 million followers and the person with 6 million followers has a whole hive sending you death threats, who cares if it's bots? Who cares if it's AI? Who cares if she bought them herself? It
Right.
can chip away at you in a way that might make you undermine how much you can get paid.
Right. Right. Right.
I actually am convinced that Huda must not have representation or a representation that likes her because anybody who let Huda do that interview needs to be fired unless it's Huda. And even then needs to be fired. That Call Her Daddy interview, what was your thoughts around, and I don't want to belabor this because we talked about it a little bit previously, but what were your thoughts around seeing how smug Huda was about the fact that everybody was wrong and she felt vindicated even though she hadn't watched the show?
Oh, listen, I didn't watch that whole interview. I said, on your thing, I watched 30 minutes. I watched a little bit more than 30 minutes. I literally couldn't watch an interview. It was,
Laughing about tr- trying to coerce Chris and then insinuating he's a small penis because he wouldn't let you sexually coerce him. There's so much like Karen like icky energy in that. I can't reconcile myself to it. It's a little bit weird that we think that's
yeah,
funny. And Alex Cooper, who's complained about being sexually harassed, is up here laughing. I'm not gonna
yeah,
rehash that. I
yeah.
will say this. I haven't watched The Villa, Beyond the Villa. How many episodes is it?
I don't know. I've only watched two. And so honestly, I
I'm
love Serena, and I love like
Leah.
the top three couples. My friend is Serena's PR. So like I have a lot of connections there. But honestly, the last episode was really hard for me to get through because it is mainly about
Kaylor.
Taylor and Olivia's fight, and I don't care. I'm bored. Like I don't care that they're fighting over a fucking camera. Okay, and move on.
We think that they actually would have been more successful had Love Island season 7 not upped the ante on drama to such a disgusting level because they actually look very vanilla compared to season 7.
Yeah,
And part of me thinks that's why the high of this like psychological warfare that we saw for the past 2 months and then come down to like Kayla and Olivia fighting, it's like,
yeah. I feel like we would have a different take on season 6 had season it been reversed.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like it would.
We would have
complete.
complained that they were boring if they
Yeah.
came after. I think they were like the end of an innocence, which is, like, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
You know what the difference is? The president. That's the only difference. Different from last summer when Love Island was on. We had a
Oh
different
my god.
administration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit icky. I will say this, when I finished watching the episode, I have a last note that I put on here. Um, when they asked who got a better edit than they deserve, and both Shelly and Olandria recused themselves and said, "Could I phone a friend?" And they called Ace.
Yeah.
And Ace gave the most Cory Booker political non-answer answer. I'm shocked that even Ace didn't say it because his whole brand is he would have said it.
What did he say?
He said, you know, we all get edited, but we have to face who we are in the mirror and deal with the fact that only we know who we really are and our friends care about us, and it's our responsibility to, regardless of edit, be people that we can be proud of.
Mm.
He was like, okay, so we're not gonna answer the question. So like, and I was just like, I would have loved you to just answer the old Ace that we clapped for would be like, hold up, next question. Like,
But
I'm
it's like,
worried.
did he watch the show?
Somebody said he's overly serious all of a sudden. He went around that question completely. He did. Him holding back made me realize they're scared to speak. They are scared.
They are
I
scared.
I think the old Ace had never read a death threat before.
Mhm.
I
But
think
did they watch the show? That's my thing. Did they watch the show yet?
they're reading death threats and watching edits and whatnot, but they
Right.
don't see the actual meat and
The actual
potatoes.
show. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
say this, Ariana has to make it a prerequisite and make Andy uphold it that when they come on the reunion, they have to have seen the entire series.
Yeah. Have to.
What's
Like
the point of waiting a month for a reunion if y'all haven't watched the fucking show?
yeah, what's the point? I thought that was the whole point of making it a month out. Like y'all sitting at home making TikToks in this new Airbnb, like y'all should have been sitting down watching the show together.
Yeah.
Like
Someone said he's very God-fearing. I think he's shaking up. Was praying. They
he
kept on showing up.
probably is.
No, there's some demonic, evil, nasty, ugly things that people direct at public figures in parasocial relationships. And
Yes.
unless you've gotten a death threat, I don't think you guys know that. Well, you guys don't know. There's a famous rapper who tried to like threaten me publicly to his millions of followers just because of an article that I wrote that was factually sound. And it scared me knowing that somebody I had grown up idolizing like wanted me harm. And I was getting death threats. And this is considered a hip hop icon, and I'm getting death threats because of him. I can't explain it. It's unnatural. And you also then start making phone calls about how do I make sure I can't be doxxed? Like it's a really scary thing. And the ice thing, here's the thing. The ice thing from Sierra broke my heart.
Yeah, that's so
What is
sad.
this that I'm hearing that Huda's baby daddy is saying there was no CPS called?
Yeah, that's what allegedly that's what he said. Hmm.
Because the one time they defended Huda was to say nobody deserves CPS called. But if that did not happen, even the way she worded it, she said something to the effect of, because I read it last week. She said something to the effect of, um, what was it? My mind just went blank. Fuck, my mind just went blank.
She said something to the effect of, and it was weird that people even called CPS.
Oh yeah, somebody said, "What's the wildest thing you ever
Yeah.
heard?" And she
Yeah.
said, "People making rumors talking about they calling CPS on me. I heard somebody call CPS on me. I heard somebody call CPS on me, but in the next breath, you're saying that your daughter is on vacation with her father, who you talk to every day.
Yeah.
So the same man who said that didn't happen, you didn't think to ask him about a CPS call when you were checking on your daughter.
Mhm.
So either you knew it didn't happen, but you thought it was a great headline and it worked,
Mhm.
or you didn't talk to your daughter until the photo op that you made us all watch after you went to the Grove with Lewis and had big fun. I don't talk about sex shaming, so I'm not going to say anything. But what do you think about the fact that everybody who was throwing cat, except for Amaya, didn't have a happy ending?
Mm, I mean, I don't sex shame. I mean, do you? Like, you're young, live your life, have fun, do what you got to do.
I think if you're fucking in Love Island with the cameras on a regular basis to the point where it's
Yeah.
become a villa joke,
Yeah, I do think it's interesting that I will say this. I do think it's kind of interesting that Huda came into the villa and on that one where they were like pulling numbers or something on that one game,
Mhm.
she said she had two bodies and she left with two. I do think that was interesting.
If you believe Huda had 2 bodies, then I have a bridge to sell you.
I
Huda was so
that's
stressed, she doubled her body count
yeah, that was
in
it.
17 days. She
Yeah.
doubled her alleged body count.
I'm not sex shaming. I'm not at all. Not at
As a
all.
bitch who
Not at
stopped
all.
counting, so I don't even know my body count because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. But, like, I'm being so serious. I can't tell you what I did past 2010. And so, like, I just find it interesting when you're free enough to hunch like she did, 'cause and I have been free enough in my past, you don't make it to 21 in single digits. Huda's daughter, I'm concerned about the kind of young lady she's gonna grow up into. She's probably gonna be smart because Huda's very smart. She's probably gonna be beautiful because Huda's beautiful. She's probably gonna be heavily loved by her father at least and wanna grow up to look like her mother's new face. But, like, I'm concerned about the developmental growth of a child who has every reason in the world to be anti-Black because those monkeys were picking on her mama. That's what I think about because we get our perception of beauty and value and worth and hierarchy from our community and from our moms. Your
Mhm.
mom is probably the most famous Arab Karen of this century. And, like, you're gonna wanna defend her like the hoodlums and say those girls were just bullies. What does that say in your brain when you think all Black and brown girls who have any point of contention are bullies? I'll say this before and I'll say it again. Huda is dangerous, which is why even when I wanna laugh at things that she does, it's like Donald Trump. I really think that the Barbs, the Hoodlums, and Trumpers, MAGA, are very similar. If you're part of any of the 3 groups, that's fine. I still meant what I said. I think those 3 groups are a pattern in America that we're gonna see keep showing up in different ways, and it concerns me, Monique. How do you feel about this whole woefully ignorant fandom hysteria that's happened in the last couple of years?
It's actually really scary.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
I'm I would love her to get a real therapist.
Same, because she said she has one, but the one on the show doesn't count because you left that there. So
Oh, also, shout out to everybody who was calling me names 6 weeks ago, and now everybody's using the Amaya and Huda the same person in a different font line. Like, I feel
yeah,
like I
or
should put that on a fucking T-shirt.
yeah, or they're the two heads on a different coin. What'd you say? What was that one you said?
It was 2 sides of the same coin, 2 heads of the snake. I literally made, like, 8 videos
Yeah,
making this point. Now people are all over Threads and Twitter with fresh status updates that are just me a month and a half ago. I should have made a shirt. I should have. It's too late now. The season has passed. I will
yeah.
say this, the next time we speak, I will be curious about I'm gonna be curious to see who gets the first really big check and really big look. Because I think unlike Serena and, Leah and Old Girl, this is gonna be fought commercially.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be a matter of who's right or who's wrong. I think it's gonna be a matter of who gets the biggest check, and whoever gets the biggest check, we're gonna unofficially crown as the winner. If Amaya gets a $10 million Fenty ambassadorship, she won. That's Switzerland. If Olandria gets, a $2 million for Boohoo and, whatchamacallit, Hood Rat gets about 3 million, they're gonna think that they won. Like,
Mm,
it's
yeah.
I'm nervous. I don't like what this is making us. I feel like ever since this presidency, we keep finding new ways to fight each other. Not the fart
It's
noise. Any
nuts.
last words before we go?
It says supposedly Nick had a meeting with UTA today.
That boy
Really?
that boy good. Damn. But yes, he's an attractive white man. Did Alandria like, the world is built for his oyster, but did Alandria get anything?
Right, exactly.
Here's the thing, I love that Nick will help I love that Alandria makes Nick have street cred and be more sexy and appealing, and he makes her able to get more money
Yeah,
to get in the
same.
room. It's giving rich. I actually love it. Mo, I'm about to go lay down. Tell
Yeah.
everybody where they can find you.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram. I was like, who's behind me? There's no one behind me. Oh,
Oh
where they
my
can find
heavens.
me. Where they could find me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram and Threads at Monique Nevels. And yeah.
Because as always, you can find me at Bluecentric on Instagram and Twitter, and at Bluetulusma on my TikTokies, where last time I checked, I had like 80,000 followers. Doesn't make sense because I don't TikTok.
Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok too. You can find me.
Yay! Are we following each other?
We should be. We post videos together. Girl.
True. All right, guys. I hope you will. Somebody said I saw Maya from day one. I don't understand the Maya craze. We did a whole video explaining that one. Maya's non-threatening, and so we love a woman of color who that we can make a punchline into while giving her a big check to shut up. I'm not sure why somebody wrote white people are sneaky. Sure. Hey guys, this has been great. I don't know what that means. This has been great. If there's a topic that you want us to cover on another live, let us know.
Yeah.
I will be doing some studio episodes tomorrow. I'm so tired thinking about it. It's gonna be fun though. Have you remember my friend Dexter?
No.
He's like a Fenty model. He's really fun. He's a dancer. I'll tell you. I feel like you and Dexter.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm gonna be doing some in studio stuff. We're trying to figure out when Monique is coming back to LA or when I can go to Vegas. And until next time, I'm going to sleep because I'm actually very sick and I just did this because I love y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.